rahmatullahi wa barakaatu. am na lu ñu leen andil lu bees tàq loolu mooy lan diggante nekk programme boo xam ne dafa jóg pour defar diggante yi.
diggante dinañ waxtaane nag si biir kër yi.
diggante nit ki ak boromam.
dinañ dem si biir office yi.
diggante nit ki ak yonantum.
dinañ génn réew mi.
diggante nit ki sax ak moromam. bàyyi daam am na ko tiit na lool ci digganteem ak boromam mbaa du yàqu yi.
diggante du fi yàqoo diggante dina ko defar fii.
ndax nag réeroo amul daal waaye ñàkk a waxtaan a am bu ñu waxtaanee gindandikoo programme boobu nag ana ñan ñoo koy amal.
Mouhamadou Lamine Kane al Mansour ànd ak xaritam Baye Dame Diouf ñooy def diggante.
Gambian Talents TV. ñoo leen di indil programme bu mag boobule.
dinañ ko indi ajuma bu nekk bu juróom-ñetti waxtu jotee ba juróom-ñeenti waxtu ak genn wàll.
Some of you, first of all, let me say very special greetings to Dr. His Excellency Salim Al-Malik, the Director General of ICCO, and of course my dear friend that I missed for so long, Dr. Talib Rufai, the former Secretary General of UNWTO, and my very beautiful colleagues I have not seen for quite a while because of COVID. I think we, as other speakers have said, COVID have taught us some bit of lessons. And out of these lessons, we've learned something that is positive, that we believe that post-COVID, we should be able to get things done that would improve on some of our Islamic cultural values and practices. And I also believe that COVID have resubmitted us to God during our lockdown periods. Most of us took advantage of this particular moment to go into deep prayers, reflect ourselves, what we do, what we have done in the past. Where did we offend God? Where did we offend our neighbors, ourselves? And we reflected deeply and came out of COVID being very positive and indeed more committed to our religion. And of course our relationship with our neighbors, knowing fully well that God is in charge. And I'm so COVID again send a message to those who thought they have the power and have everything in their hands. A mere virus disrupted the whole world. And that shows what God is and what God can do. Therefore, as Muslims, we accept it and we live with it. All we do is to submit ourselves to Allah, and which we did very well. Looking at the Gambian point of view, I think knowing fully well that COVID affected culture severe, affected arts, everything part of it. Some of our practices, some of our cultural practices, positive in Islam, we could not do because there was COVID. We were not allowed to do that. We are not allowed to attend ceremonies, particularly religious ceremonies, naming ceremonies. Our mosques were closed, our artists could not perform. We came to understand that as a country, there was also the need to develop a sector that we have neglected for so long. That is our domestic cultural tourism and regional cultural tourism, which as a government, we have just embarked in building 5 hotels up country by the riverside, and that would allow our citizens and other people around us in the region to also know and explore their culture. And we have a very rich culture that we did not, or that we underexploited. And in so doing, we also make an assessment on some of our religious heritage sites. And we had about 10 unique mosques. Out of these 10 unique mosques, we have chosen 3 to consider them as Islamic heritage sites, of which we believe we would seek support to maintain these facilities. They've existed for over 100 years or so. And if you look at the architecture, it sends a signal how committed our men and women were years ago towards their religion. How this architecture was built, how it was done. It shows a real spirit, human spirit, that was driving these people, that was backed by Islamic belief for them to be able to do that. We believe those sites should be maintained and we should preserve them for the good of our children and our grandchildren and for the future of our country. We also believe that we want to put into practice or actualize the National Fund for Arts and Culture, which is part of the law of the National Center for Arts and Culture. And National Center for the Fund for Arts and Culture, we believe, will make a long way in helping some of our cultural institutes, some of our artists, some of our culturalists, and most other institutions, so that they can drive support from that. We create this fund. We are looking for a seed money between $100,000 to $200,000 equivalent in our local currency, where we will start in helping our artists to develop, and also looking into some of our positive cultural Islamic values that seems to be fading in some parts of our society, so that they can be revived. And by doing so, I think we'll be strengthening some very important elements in our religion based on our culture. And I think that with the support of ICISCO and other partners, we believe that we should be able to actualize that project. It's a pleasure, and I wish you all well, and I'm sure the 3 minutes is short, but I appreciate it and the opportunity to be able to be part of this very important conference. Thank you so much.
Undoubtedly, the Ministry of, or the Department of Tourism has been one of the most affected due to the COVID-19. And here you are with your colleague ministers of culture around the world virtually meeting. So maybe look forward to shorter terms solutions and at least get you back to normal settings, footings after COVID. What actually have you discussed that you think could help you at least achieve that in your short-term, middle and long-term plans?
Thank you. As I said to my colleagues, COVID, yes, bad.